Wow. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? It is Wednesday. I did not stream on Monday because I just couldn't muster the mental energy. It's hump day. I hope everybody is having a lovely week so far. We're cracking open a cold one. I have very few plans for the night. However, I do have some plans for Friday, finally. It turns out that Assassin's Creed is coming out this Friday, and, you know, I've read the reviews, and I feel like maybe we just need to weigh in ourselves on whether or not it's actually good or terrible. I don't know if you guys have been looking at the reviews at all for that game, but, like, it's, it seems like it's got issues. I'm not a fan of the recent games. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I mean, they've been okay, but I think that it's really... Why do I feel like I can hear my voice in my own ears right now? That's weird. I feel like the games... I mean, I think everybody knows that they fundamentally stopped being about being an assassin, which I don't necessarily hate. But I have to say that I'm not a fan of the RPG mechanics that they put into them because I don't think that they execute them very well. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, that's right. Wait, who's Jimmy here? I don't know who Jimmy here is. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I have both chats talking about the "It's Wednesday, my dudes." I don't know that reference. Is that a specific reference that I'm unaware of? Yeah, they have beautiful atmosphere and environment, but it's terrible. Yeah, like it's tricky, but the thing is, I've always felt like the laziest kind of RPG design is where the level is really the only thing that matters, right? And if something is 2 levels above or below you, it's either next to impossible or like trivial, right? And I feel like Assassin's Creed has been very guilty of that lately, which I don't know, it just feels lazy. And it's also one of those problems with open world design, which is like, well, if you don't want somebody to be able to go actually anywhere, then how do you gate it? And one of the ways is by having something like a level scaling system. But that just like also feels bad. I don't know, man. He's the guy who made the meme. Well, there you go. There you go. But yeah, anyway, it's coming out. It's funny because I feel like this one is the one that people were begging for Assassin's Creed to do for like a decade. You know, like what a more iconic assassin location than being a ninja in Japan, right? Especially with all the parkour and stuff like that. And they just put it off for so long that Ghost of Tsushima came out and just did it better. It's Tuesday the 20th here? Wait, how can it be Tuesday the 20th? Wait, you mean Thursday? That can't be. Yeah, yeah, they just waited so long, and Ghost of Tsushima did it really well. And even though Ghost did have leveling, its leveling was not quite as binary as the Assassin's Creed, and its world was not quite so open and big as Assassin's Creed. It was open, but it wasn't quite so expansive as the most recent Assassin's Creeds are. They should continue the Loki storyline from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Valhalla was okay. It just didn't really feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It just felt like an adventure game. And so it's like what they're trying is kind of interesting in theory. But, oh, you said the wrong day. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, what they're trying is interesting in theory, right? That having 2 protagonists that you can swap between that have very different play styles and things like that is cool in concept, right? It could be exciting. Oh my god, who took my jacket off? That's crazy. But I hear that the execution isn't that great, so that's the danger whenever you want to do something unique, is that if you don't do it well, sometimes it makes it worse than if you just hadn't done anything at all. Yeah, you want me to jack it off immediately? Incredible. Who could have imagined? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna play some Assassin's Creed on Friday when it's officially out, because why not? You know, it's the closest I've got to a new Souls-like game right now, and you know, we'll give it a try. They haven't had the execution down for years. Yeah, I know, right? It used to be all about stalking your prey and like blending in and then killing. I mean, I will admit Brotherhood was quite good, and it was kind of the first one where you were really encouraged to fight a lot of dudes at once, because they sort of made the combat system a lot more fluid. But even then, it was still like a lot of counterplay involved, as opposed to just, you know, you didn't have levels back then. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we'll have some fun with it. Yeah. I also Black Flag introducing the ship battles, but I feel like the ship battles kind of got tedious pretty quick. You know, maybe that's just me, but yeah. But in just about a week or so, a week and change, first Berserker Kazan comes out. So we're absolutely going to be playing that, because I played the demo for that about a month ago, and I really liked it. It was really good, right up my alley. So we're definitely going to be playing that actually to completion when it comes out. But yeah. You guys have any games you're excited about coming up soon? Or any like movies or shows or anything like that? I went and saw Mickey 17 over the weekend, and it was good. Maybe a little disturbing in some ways. A little painful. Painful in how real it feels in some ways. Silk Song. Oh, I see you two are fantasizing and drinking tonight. Yes. What is... Oh. Okay, tonight we cracked open an Imperial Passion Fruit Pineapple Cider. 8.4% ABV. It's quite strong. It's good, though. It's good. So we should be partying. But the movie was pretty good. It's funny because I saw basically no press about it until I was in LA, and then there were posters on every street corner, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. And then basically I saw one ad for it after it came out, but the only real advertisement I saw for it was a bunch of VTubers on Twitter being like, yeah, it was really good. I don't know why nobody's seeing it. Hi there, IDFK. How you doing over there? Just chilling, talking about movies, upcoming shows, upcoming games, etc., etc. Kind of just chilling out, talking about what there is. I want a Resident Evil hunk game. Wait, is that a typo, or do you actually mean that? Because I don't know what that means in this context. A game that's coming out this year is Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. Valid. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some games coming out later this year that I'm excited for. Night Rain first and foremost. Hunk is a name. Oh, is that a character from Resident Evil that I don't know? Is that? Oh, it's an acronym. Got it. Okay. I understand that then. It's like Shield. Hey, Void Bowerer. Nothing in particular, maybe Deltarune, but that's it. Yeah, see, listen, my YouTube and my Twitch, you guys are talking about the same games. You're in tune. Gotcha. Understand. I haven't played a Resident Evil since Resident Evil 2. The first time, the original Resident Evil 2. Oh, everybody who's in his squad dies besides him. Got it. Yeah, I'm not super deep on the Resident Evil lore. I haven't played it since it was like old ass janky top-down camera only tank controls. And, you know, on what that was probably what, PS1 maybe? I don't remember. I honestly don't even remember what system that came out on. And then there was that awful movie with, I say movie as though they didn't make like 8 of them, from Mila Jovovich. I'm just listening to a song communities have made animatics for. Great way to find music. That's cool. I don't really surf for music like I should. I'm scared to play horror games, but I've heard Resident Evil was good. For me, the thing is that horror games don't really scare me, or horror games or media in general don't really scare me, because I think that I short-circuited the terror centers in my brain when I watched Event Horizon as a 12-year-old, which, if you've seen that movie, you should know that you should not see that movie as a preteen. And so it kind of ruined scary movies for me. And so at a certain point, they're just kind of gross. I like a suspense more than a horror, I guess, is where my line is. And so I just kind of find a lot of horror games kind of gross more than like scary. So it just like doesn't really do it for me. Yeah. Have I heard of Monster Hunter Wilds? I have. I have thought about it. I've thought about playing Monster Hunter Wilds, but I played Monster Hunter World, I don't remember. I think World, and I really did not enjoy it. So I kind of am just taking the L on it, and I just think that the way that those games play is not really for me, I think. Which is funny, because I do love me some action adventure, RPG, like difficult combat, but man. I just want to say thank you for your advice again. You found someone to help me with your model and everything else. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Glad that you got some assistance. I'm always happy to share knowledge, both in just general experience, but also technical skill or advice, whatever. Probably not, Owen. We do have a rule against self-promotion, but thank you for asking. It's certainly a polite question. Let's see. I usually watch the explanation of a horror game or movie because it makes the monster feel smaller. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Draco. Should I call you Draco or Andromeda? Because didn't you tell me that your name was a spelling mistake? That you mistyped Andromeda as Andromeda? Draco? Okay, it's easier. I tried Rise and World, and I feel like I have the same sentiment. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like not quite for me, and I don't quite understand why. Because you'd think that it would be right up my alley. I think some of it is I just don't enjoy any form of like consumable specking and things like that, of like, okay, well, you need to make these 4 potions, and then these 4 buffs, and then these 4 grindstones, and then these things, and then like spec all of your stuff for this specific thing. I'm like, that to me is just so, to me, that's kind of, I don't know, boring. Maybe I'm traumatized from all of my MMORPG playing, where it was like, we have to have the perfect consumables for this raid. And I'm like, No problem. Listen, it's tough out here. We respect the hustle, but let's see. Hunk is basically a super soldier, can dog walk Leon and Chris. Oh, I mean, listen, I that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. I've also been I get so sick of those AI voices of Leon Kennedy now, because I hear them all the time. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys feel that way about the AI voices of various like characters, that after a certain point you've heard them say dumb enough shit enough times that the voice just starts really irritating you? How far we've come? Wait, what's how far we come? Is that a band? Sorry, I'm catching up a little bit on the YouTube chat. At some point, we're gonna actually do some reacting, but I was figuring we'd just shoot breeze a little bit here for a while in the beginning. I'm playing with a crystal in my fingers right now and almost dropped it. I try to stay away from AI voiceovers of characters. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of meta on Twitch to have those as redeems, and I guess I get it, but I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't. I'm just getting, I mean, first of all, AI is just hitting that saturation point. Yeah, start stream, step 2, fuck it. Yeah, it's true, it's true. If the actual VA is saying something stupid shit, that's peak. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, if it's an actual voice line, but you know, there's all those, you know, like 11 labs and stream elements and stuff that have all the synthetic voices that are very much supposed to sound like a specific character or an actor. Yeah, I don't know. It's not even so much that it's out of character for me. It's just, I think that at least the AI that streamers have access to is such a lower tier that it sounds unnatural, and you start hearing the speech patterns of it, and it just starts to get annoying to hear the same speech patterns over and over again. It's kind of like when you call in and talk to customer support and you just have to start rolling your eyes because you know you're gonna have to walk through the same song and dance of yes, this is my name, yes, I've turned it off and turned it on again, yes, it's plugged in, yeah, okay, we'll turn it off. You know, like you're walking through the same script over and over again, and you just get like so annoyed by the whole process of it. And that's how I feel with like so much AI text to speech these days. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing SpongeBob or Freaky Bob or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's exactly the type of thing I'm talking about. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. That's part of the reason I have TTS turned off on my speech.
Like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
I would listen to her voice all day, every day. The narrator for Baldur's Gate 3, oh, like that small little bit of vocal fry that she has, and like the way that she's, oh, it's so silky. Oh, we love it here. Good thing I know about computer maintenance and networking so I can fix my computer. Yeah, the problem is when you like finally give up and have to call somebody about it. You know, when you reach your own limits, then you have to call in, then it's the worst. Yeah. Man, that is a good cider. Holy crap. Thank you for the head pats. That's white. Actually, speaking of AI and reaction content, tomorrow on my channel, there will be a reaction to a video talking about the history and the origin of Neurosama, which was actually really fun. It was a really fun video to watch and react to and comment on. I talk a lot about AI and things like that in general in that video. And yeah, it's good. Ah, man. Gryvok, okay. Wait, hello? Do I just like, ah, man. Do I say that a lot? Sometimes it's funny when you go in public a lot because you're on a podcast or a stream or something and people start picking up on your vocal patterns. People start picking up on your vocal patterns that you don't even realize that you have until people point it out, and then you start hearing it all the time. But yeah, the Neurosama video was really interesting, really well done, good history. It reminds me, actually I should have said this in the video, but I forgot, so you guys get it. It in some ways reminds me of the evolution of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Were any of you guys there for Twitch Plays Pokemon? Do you know what that even was? That event? Oh god, I'm gonna have to look it up now. Like, Twitch Plays Pokemon. It's ancient lore at this point. Twitch Plays Pokemon. Oh, I'm about to feel really old. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Twitch Plays Pokemon happened 11 years ago. Oh no. Oh no. It happened in February of 2014. Oh my god. Not like this. Holy shit. Okay. So for any of you who aren't familiar with Twitch Plays Pokemon, I am old. Twitch Plays Pokemon was, unsurprisingly, on Twitch. And the idea was that they hooked up a totally, definitely legitimate emulator of Pokemon Red. And they had it set up so that they didn't control the game at all. Twitch chat did. And Twitch chat controlled it by just typing in the words up, down, left, right, A, B, start or select. And if you typed one of those words as your only comment, it would input that as a command. And Unk status for real? Yeah, it's true. I hear that a lot. I feel like that's actually a pretty good label. I don't actually know what Unk means other than just like old dude. I assume it's short for uncle, but I feel like that's legitimate. Biv Hard Slab is subscribed for 1 month. What a legend. What a legend. So basically the goal was to see if Twitch chat could collectively beat Pokemon Red. And eventually it really took off in the internet, and there were 80,000 concurrent viewers at times. Yeah, I mean, I know it means uncle, but like sort of the deeper meaning. So there were 80,000 people. Oh, did it cut off? Just kidding. No, I don't know. Maybe you lost your streak. Or maybe my thing's just wrong. Who knows? No, it's actually stayed up. But yeah, there were 80,000 concurrent players at some times that were all spamming. And as you can imagine, especially with things like stream delay, it became pure chaos. And there was a very dedicated sub fandom that developed around it that basically tried to create lore from the madness. And it was very funny at the time. There were people started like drafting up pseudo Pokemon religions based on the events and things that were happening in the game. Resubscribe for 20 months. Well, who knows? Who could say? Subscribed with Prime Gaming. They've subscribed for 20 months. Wait, did you just subscribe accidentally without Prime and then so it's like counting it differently? That could be it. Anyway, it was wild. It was hilarious. I don't know if you've ever heard of the praise Helix meme of Twitch is drunk. I know. But the thing is that in early Pokemon Red, there's the place where you go into the tunnel in I think Mount Moon, and you choose between the Helix or the Dome fossil, and so chat picked the Helix fossil. And so the problem is there were so many that there were so many times where chat would basically open up the menu and then navigate and accidentally try and activate the Helix fossil, which doesn't do anything, right? And it just pops up with Oak saying, "This is not the time to use that, young man," or whatever. And so people started just attributing every time that they pulled out the Helix fossil to praying to the god of chaos, the Helix. And so there's all this like great fan work around this team of ridiculous Pokemon comps. There was also a day where chat accidentally released 3 of their main party Pokemon in a row, all at the same time, just trying to deposit a Pokemon into the bank. Because of course they did. Yeah, it was great. It was such a wild time to be on the internet, and it was so fun. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hey Av, how's it going? Yes, I can. Wait, hold on. Okay. So people would do stuff like this where they made this entire pantheon based on the characters and events involved in the Pokemon Twitch Plays Pokemon, where the Helix fossil is like the high deity, and then these are just random directional inputs, and this is the Pidgeot that was like one of the hard carries in the whole run, named Abby. And then like I don't even know all of these references anymore, but It was, and like Flareon, the Great Betrayer. I think it was something like they were trying to get a specific evolution, but then it turned into Flareon accidentally. And, you know, anyway, it was an amazing time. And so I feel like in many ways, Neurosama is the natural evolution of, I think I can see some of those Pokemon. Hey, Bartholomew. Yeah, it's like Ghastly, Drowsy. Oh, yeah, you're right. There's definitely a Ghastly and a Drowsy. Oh, yeah, it was like their tools. Yeah, because there was like a Rattata and there was a Farfetch'd. Yeah, Farfetch'd. Yeah, exactly. There was tons and tons of fan work like this of like all these, you know, characterization. Oh my god, did somebody actually sew this? Wait, hold on. they like cross-stitched a thing based on the party that beat the Elite Four. Like, it's so good. So just like the personification of pure chaos that was Twitch Plays Pokemon. I'm reacting to stuff. Yeah, eventually. You know, we're talking. We're just chit chatting right now. We're reliving the times of Twitch Plays Pokemon / I'm delivering a lecture on it to those of you who are unfamiliar. Yeah, down here you can see the names of them as they were, which of course are all just random strings of letter. So like Bird Jesus was just like AAABAAAJSS, which everybody started referring to as Abby Jesus. And then you know, we had Zapdos, AAJ. Potentially when we get to that section. We had Air Jordan, we had ATV, the Venomoth, the all-terrain Venomoth. Yeah, it was great. It was a time. It was a time in the internet. It was a period of internet history that was truly special. And so basically somebody took that and was like, what if we trained an AI like that? And thus Neurosama was born, which has been, you know, pretty interesting. It's been pretty interesting to watch develop. I have not been an ardent viewer of Neurosama, but I've seen a ton of clips of her and sort of like vaguely followed it in the background. I remember all the way back when, what was it, Gen 2 of Hololive was debuting, and they were like all playing Minecraft, and then they put Neurosama on Minecraft, and she would just like dig randomly and do the most baffling things and then just start these long terrain strings of nonsense. So it's funny that she's gone from that to being so much more complicated now. And so I don't know, I just think it's really an interesting concept, and it definitely avoids some of the pitfalls of typical AI use cases, I guess, because so much of it is actually sort of the interplay between the creator and Neuro, as well as the fact that it is trained on its own Twitch chat. So it's not like it's, you know, siphoning data from, you know, a million people and then distilling it down to create some other work. It's like Neuro is almost the child that Twitch chat is raising to predictable ends, as you might say. So anyway, yeah, it was, it's definitely a thing. Hey, Aeon, how you doing this evening? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Whoop, nope. I'm not. Oh, Af, are you still here? You finally caught that attorney? Let's go. Af, are you still here? Have you have you talked to Starlight? Because we sort of eventually got her lighting thing working. One sec. Af! I love that you're saying one sec and then you're just typing it in my own chat. Is it, or is it just what the turtle wants you to think? You had to pee? I mean, listen, I'm an experienced vtuber. I understand the needs. But anyway, so I wanted to say I had a thought about your lighting situation. You had a headset on and I heard it was app. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, it is funny to just say, it's funny to read it from the text version. So what we figured out was Starlight's lighting thing was having a problem because she had not positioned the shadow properly. And so she had no shadow, which meant that everything was super, 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 super bright, which is supposed to be the ring lighting. And I'm wondering if the problem that you had was that you had the shadow directly positioned on top of yourself and it just made you entirely too dark. And also the main solution to that would be to lower the opacity of the shadow if you need to be brighter than the shadow is making you. So was just thinking about that. Star just looked like she was ascending to the angel plane. Yeah, exactly. We could have a look and see if that's what it is. Yeah. Sometime later, for sure. Anyway, I was, as we were troubleshooting that, I was like, wait a minute. Af was having the exact opposite problem. That's wild. There's got to be something here. Very, the beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Yeah. Wait, so is yours also too bright when you're playing bright games? Or was it just always dark? Because if I remember correctly, I feel like yours was just always super dark. Oh, yours is extremely bright? Okay, maybe your shadow isn't on properly. The shadows were perfect, the brightness was the problem? No, I mean like the shadow of the model. Like, so the way that the tutorial works is that you have two captures of your model, one with like a bright overlay and then one putting a shadow around 90% of your body so that it looks like a ring lighting. And so the brightness is there to like make the outer edge of your body glow with the color. And then the shadow basically makes it so the rest of your body is tinted darker from that bright version. So if they're not set up correctly, then you'll either be way too bright or way too dark. Maybe your shadow isn't on. What a sentence. I mean, listen, VTubers, especially digital ones, we are mystical creatures. You know what? I know. Listen. At least I have a shadow, unlike a reflection, because vampires don't have reflections, ostensibly. Actually, that would be kind of funny if I did a stream where there was like a reflection effect, but everything reflected except me. That would be kind of wild. Because I remember towards the end of Fauna's career, she had a kind of a fun stream that was a just chatting stream, and it was in a pond, and she had the pond like halfway up the screen, and it was realistic water, or not halfway, it was covering the whole screen. And then she was basically coming out of the water halfway up, but then she made a blurry, distorted reflection in the water of the part of her that was showing, which I thought was a super cool effect. And I was just thinking it would be kind of fun to do something like that, but like I don't reflect, everyone else does. So I'd have to have props that do reflect, but I don't. I bet I could make that happen though. I bet I could make that work somehow. Don't ask me how. Make a face reveal of me going up to the mirror and there's nothing but a phone. Okay, that would be cool too. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be a fun one. I've always loved it when VTubers do fake face reveals. I don't know if you guys have seen the one from Neanners where she did a quote accidental face reveal, and her like webcam or her hand cam like tilted upwards, and it was her in one of those big rubber horse masks. It was so funny. You can take a selfie and angle and just there's no one there. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know how you would prove, like, yeah, it would be an effort, but it would be fun. Just like take two pictures and erase myself from one of them, you know, and just overlay it. Yeah. Oh no, what an unfortunate series of events. Yeah. I think those things are very funny when somebody pretends to have a whoopsie and then it's, you know, scripted. Actually, I helped a VTuber do that with like accidentally having a certain redeem on but it was like an item scene, and then they were like, no, you weren't supposed to see that. Yeah, actually, it was with the horse head. That's right. I just remembered. Because I told her about Neanners doing that in real life, and she did it with her model reveal, and she had the horse head on it, and I was like helping her set it up to do that. Good times. Posture check. My goodness. Imagine. Oh, my new favorite posture check while I'm streaming is picking my whole body up using my chair arms as leverage, because it like decompresses my entire spine, and I just am like, and I grow a half an inch taller. It's a good one. It's a good decision. Any of you watch my reaction videos, you'll occasionally see me do drinking. You'll just see me like sitting there in the middle of one and just go, yeah, it is a good feeling. I also like to, not while streaming, but just in general, do this thing where I'll put my arms behind my back and hold on to the back of the chair, and then slide off of the chair so that the seat of the chair cracks my entire back as I'm holding my upper body up with the back of the chair, and I just like stretch over it and then slide down and then, you know, slink onto the ground and turn into a puddle. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But yeah. One of these days I need to get some more music. But it's not this day. It's not this day. I actually didn't realize until very recently that a lot of hololive's music for their like starting soon screens and stuff are actually just like no copyright music that you can get on like for free, and I actually used that artist for my model debut trailer way back in the day when I was debuting this model. That's the artist that I used for my music in that trailer, and I just like didn't even realize that it's literally the same person that a lot of them use. It could be 3083. Yeah, it could be. Well, the main thing is that the problem is a lot of music, to be copyright free, they make you like pay a small subscription or things like that, and then if you ever lapse, then they go and content claim all of your videos, which is super annoying. It's also partly why I don't stream as many of my like just chatting sections, where sometimes on YouTube I'll just start streaming the gaming portion, but I won't stream until my chatting section is over, because it has the music on the chatting section, and I just like don't want to deal with it if it gets copyright claimed later. Not that it really matters, but I just straighten my legs and turn my upper body to the sides as far as I can. That's a good one too. Like just doing that good old like spinal rotate. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, the life subscription, exactly. That's how they want to get you, you know? Yeah, it's great. It's great. Just make your own song, just scream in the mic and auto-tune it. Just do like a, wait, hold on. I have something for this. Just be all like, yeah. Oh, I'm singing my song.
Fuck yes.
I have to just assume that worked, because I can't hear myself when I'm streaming, so I just assume that worked. I've arrived while I wait on my boyfriend's physical copy of DMC5 to allow me to play it on his PS5. Yes. Poke Shifter Pyra. Oh, we were just talking about Twitch Plays Pokemon a few minutes ago. Were you around for that? Back in the day? Legendary. I actually have an amazing piece of art that I saw at a convention last year. And it's literally like, I don't know, 2.5 or 3 feet wide and probably 4 feet tall, or maybe a little bit more. It's a huge piece of art, and it's like a stained glass window of the Pokemon party from Twitch Plays Pokemon. Praise Helix, hell yeah. I was just like walking through, and it was SakuraCon, so it's an anime convention, and I just stopped dead and I looked at the artist and I was like, is that a Twitch Plays Pokemon art? And she's like, Yeah, there's not very many people that recognize it. I'm like, get me the biggest one right now. It really is when your back is, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. The best, one of the nicer features of a PS5 is if you have digital games, you can designate one of them as your like primary console that doesn't have to be online to play online content. And so I actually have mine set up the reverse way that you would think, where the one in my other living room is set up that way so that my wife, like in the living room can, so my wife can like play that while I'm streaming. Cause like I want to be online, but she might want to play a game that requires online, but doesn't actually want to be online. Or no, it doesn't require online, but like play a game that we own digitally that they would have to check to make sure, but I don't want it to log me out. And so basically we have one that is able to be not online but can play all of the games that we've bought, and then the other one like has to be online, but who cares because I'm online anyway. Nice feature. We had a yoga class in my school. First day our teacher told us no pain no gain, you should not feel pain. Oh, no pain, you should not feel pain. And later she goes during a stretch, do not crack your back. I mean, listen, yoga, you shouldn't feel pain. That's probably true. You just feel tired, but there's certain things where you should feel a skosh of pain, you know? Skoshy pain, base. If you're looking for an interesting game to play, Portal Revolution is free. Definitely one of the best Portal fan games I've ever played. It's a fan game. It was made in correlation with Valve and is technically canon to the Portal universe. That's cool. Portal was such a crazy game, especially because the first one came out like free with the orange box. And then it just became such a cultural phenomenon that they were able to make an entire sequel out of it. It really is impressive tech that they designed back then. Like, what a crazy game. Also, on a complete non sequitur, I was seeing something on Twitter that I think is really cool, and I'll have to remember to ask my rigger for my new model, is that there was somebody was showing how you can make it so that the rigging has delay in some parts but not others. And so like the idea would be that like you could move your head and your head would move faster than your body, and so that would help prevent the like stiff shoulders thing that a lot of people have, where their head moves at the same rate as their body and shoulders do. And so you could make it so that the like head moves first and then the body moves a little bit slower behind it and then like eventually catches up. I thought that was a really cool concept. Well, have a good night. Good night. I thought you were going to say something about the model getting a portal gun. I mean, that'd be cool, but no, it was not unrelated, a non sequitur. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's really interesting to see the techniques that riggers come up with, because there's just so many like tips and tricks and hacks and like weird little things that you can do. And it's, I don't know, I find it really interesting. I also just find people that are really artistic be interesting in the first place. It's still not beating the twink allegations even with improved rigging. Well, my rigging hasn't changed since I got it a year and a half ago. But, you know, future Gry. When will you build the robot of your model and put your consciousness in there? Oh, God, please let me. All artists are nuts. I know, right? What if we were able to get a test subject version of your female model? What do you mean a test subject version? Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What's up, wife man? Man wife, male wife, whatever. Not much, you know. We're shooting the breeze, chit-chatting, talking about bullshit, talking about Twitch plays Pokemon, talking about Assassin's Creed. What kind of wild experiments are you guys planning? Yeah, yikes. Wearing the clothes of Chell? Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, the thing is, that's not my model, you know? That's a model that's you know, generic, that many people have. So getting a version of it with a separate outfit is kind of not really possible unless you made it from scratch. The closest I could do would probably find like a separate model. So here's a little behind the scenes if you're not a VTuber, or if you are and you just don't know. They make rigged items. I actually have a couple that are themselves an entire live 2D model, but the idea is that it's just like a hand or just an outfit without a head, and then you like pin the outfit to your model. So you're actually running two models, one of your head and one of the rest of your body. Well, really what you're doing is you're running your model and then making your body invisible and then pinning another body to your body that is invisible so that it looks like you have a new body. So there are things like that. There are things like that that people make. Let me check my items. Let's see if I have any that are still like, oh, okay. Yeah, so like these cat ears are, I'm trying to remember, is it, yeah. So these cat ears are an item. They are not part of my model. But they are rigged based on my eye movement. So if I dragged them off, like you can like see that it's moving as I blink. And so they make like entire, oh, and as I turn left and right. Yeah. So they make entire like outfits that are basically a full model except without a head on it. So you just pin any model to it. Yeah, you don't like that floating ear? Oh, whoops. Just kidding. Didn't mean to turn my blush on. Let's see. Items, ears. There we go. There we go. It's gone. Don't worry about it. The floating ear is true. It can and will hurt you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, be afraid. Be afraid of it. Whoops, just kidding. Don't worry about it. We're just navigating menus. It's fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, the vast majority of those customized models are, if they have a body, are, you know, for female avatars. But if we were talking about it for the Suika model, you know, it could work. It could work. Actually, it's kind of similar. I actually have a, let's see, where did I put this? I actually made a version, if I wanted to like make an animated version of like an object that's animated as me, I actually made a version where it's just my eyes. And so I could like pin an object behind me and then just give it like me eyes floating here, like floating here harmlessly. Ooh. Yeah, same concept, same concept. Yeah. Ooh. I hid my mouth though, because I felt like my mouth was a little bit too cursed to just be like sitting there. You dare you keep my avatar upside down for the rest of the stream? I actually used to have a position. Oh wait, no, I do. I still do. I call it my bat toggle for if I'm playing a game where we have to have information on the bottom of the screen that I don't want people to miss. And so I can just like chill here. You're just now noticing the little flame dude. Well, the little flame dude isn't on a lot of my YouTube videos for a lot of reasons. So part of the reason is that on anything that I do with a green screen, anything with transparency looks awful, and the little flame has transparency on it. And so it looks awful when you do this, or when you have it. Wait, no, we're not down there. We're up here. The little flame looks awful with trying to green screen it out, because it has like an ugly green aura that gets filtered out and it just looks bad. And the other reason is that if I ever have to make cuts, it's a lot more jarring because the little flame moves back and forth. If I cut out a few seconds and it just jumps sides of my body, it's a lot more noticeably jarring than if, you know, I just like move a little bit and it's not that big of a difference. So yeah. Did you know that it is canon? The reason Dante doesn't have his weapons in later games is because he sells them to pay rent, buy pizza and beer, and give Lady some money for the ever-growing debt he owes her? I mean, valid, you know? It's fine. That's actually a pretty funny reason to like Metroid somebody, you know, where they start the game and they don't have any of their stuff that they got before. They're like, yeah, man, economy's tough. I'm just broke. That's kind of great, actually. Kind of love it. Why would you cut yourself? Oh, because I said cut. Yeah, as in like cut the footage. Edit. If I edit the footage. Yeah, but yeah, we got toggles for days. How have we already filibustered an hour? That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. You know what? I actually have a desk asset that I just like never use because it's like, it just doesn't come up. The problem with it is it's so big that like the dimensions on it, either it's so wide that I either have to hide a bunch of it if I want it to be the right dimensions, or did I keep it in here? I actually think I didn't. Did I actually finally remove it because I just never use it? I think I did. Amazing. A whole desk? Yeah. Wait, hold on. I can just add it in here real quick. Let's see. It is a media source desk. Bam. There you go. But like the problem is that it's like not the right. Like if it was, it's like not that far off, but it's a little bit small. And so if I made it big enough for how zoomed in I want to be here, then I have to make it go off the screen. But then like, yeah. So like size wise, it should probably actually be maybe like this, something like that. Yeah. Got our little desk here. The small keyboard. Exactly. See, that's what I mean. It's like so big that it won't actually fit in the aspect ratio. Do you know how big this file is? Like the file that is this desk? Like how what its size is in megabytes? Let's see, hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me just find the answer here. Yeah. 15 gigs, amazing. No, it is not that big. But it is 500 megabytes. Which is kind of wild. To me, that is kind of wild how big that is. Yeah. Am I crazy, or is the monster logo changed to be vampire fangs? It is, because I heard, well, two reasons. One, because it's fun. And two, because I heard monster is somewhat litigious. And so I changed it to two fangs, and it says monster, like ending in an A instead of ER. So instead of monster, it's monster. They're full 3D games that are less? Yeah, probably. Probably. The reason that it's such a big file is because it has a crap load of particle effects, and they are transparent instead of being green screened, for the exact reason that being green screened looks awful with partial transparency. And so if it had a green screen instead of partial transparency, it just like would it looks like ass. And so in order to have transparency like this baked into the media file, it has to be a video format that is highly, highly, highly inefficient. And so it's very, it's a real big file. It's a big file. Yeah. It does look cool though. I mean, got my paintbrushes, got my monsters, we got my little baby mouse with a pentagram on it, you know. Taking miles off your car is illegal. That's I can understand why that would be. That would make sense. I mean, you know, you gotta be accurate with all the people that are determining how safe your car is and all that stuff. Yeah, see, you give me the halo effect. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Yeah. So I was thinking tonight that we maybe could just, well, we can take suggestions for reactions as well, but I figured maybe we could react to some Maxor videos because I've been posting them, and boy, they're wild. If enough people are like, no, I don't want to, it'll give me a brain aneurysm, valid. We can do something else, but yeah, that was just a little thought, because it's easy. It's easy to do, since I know it's stream safe. I know that it's YouTube safe, you know. Well, you got to be a little careful when you're live streaming reaction content on YouTube, that they don't come after you with a ban hammer. Also, unfun fact, I guess a lot of the big YouTubers like Markiplier and what's his name? Jacksepticeye have all joined basically a corporation that, or not joined a corporation, but basically enlisted the services of a corporation that just like goes around content claiming like anything with their content in it. So like all of their videos get demonetized, or worse, get struck. So it's kind of a rip. Fine for me, I have no idea what that is. Maxor is a video editor that makes content that is highly edited with a lot of cuts and a lot of visual effects, and he's usually giving summaries or reviews that are intentionally wrong but funny. That explains why VTubers stopped reacting to Mark. Yeah. Yup. I'm lucky that it was just demonetized. But I've heard people got copyright strikes from them, which sucks. Would it still be okay to watch that if it is a little mature? Maybe. Depends on what it is. It's a little risky. Any thoughts on ganging up with other vampires and starting OnlyFans sect? Starting an OnlyFans sect. Tell me more. Tell me more, Aeon. Aeon, I think that you deserve brain rot 2014, 2015. Yeah. Aeon, I think you might be in ads, but if you're not in ads, if you're not in ad jail, tell me more. Elaborate. Wait, is there Doki Bird plushes? Wait, are they selling Doki plushes? Wait. I'm bopping my head to something that none of you guys can see. Don't worry about it. Hello, Matthew Walker. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm gonna take a quick little bio break while Twitch is on ads, but we'll be back in just a minute here. Okay, we're back. Oh, heavy yawn. It's too early to be yawning. Only 6 p.m. What happened? Nothing. I just had to get up and get a fresh drink and go to the bathroom. Streamer break. Streamer is watering himself, you know? What now? Yeah, I mean, I think maybe we'll watch some videos and comment on it. Vamps versus Fae versus Magical Girls versus Anthro. Imagine the consortium of supernatural OnlyFangs content. That'd be crazy. Didn't say man this time? I don't know. Do I say man a lot? Man. To those of you who have any vested opinions on this, what are your favorite flavor of mythical antagonists? Do you like vampires? Do you like werewolves? Do you like fae? Do you like eldritch abominations? Just the deadliest creature, man. Devour the sun. We'll have to like. So the only danger with this is I haven't actually like checked any of the content that people are recommending. Devour the sun. Liches are very cool. Devour the sun villain song. Or wait, Devour the sun. Wait. There's like actually a lot of Devour the Sun. There's a lot of things called Devour the Sun. That's hilarious. And Candy's a vampire, he'll die. It's true. It's true. It's true. All right. We're gonna start. Villain song is the one I listen to. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. I like demons and vampires. They're all pretty cool, but I'm biased being a demon and all. Yeah, demons are cool too. Listen, we love ourselves some demons. We love ourselves some demons. We're big fans here. All right, we're gonna kill the music. We're gonna pop up the YouTube. We're gonna do that. That's fine. And I'm gonna kill my little live tracker real quick. Boop. Let me get just a sec. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Rip Music 07, that's right. All right, so we're going to watch an incorrect summary of Elden Ring, Blood and Fire. This is his third video in his series recapping and explaining Elden Ring in question marks. I think Hex can stay for this one. That's fine. But yeah, we're just gonna do it. Can you hear that? Can you hear it? Because I could not see. Where is it? Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big warning. Big warning. If you have epilepsy or seizures, this is your official warning to leave now quickly, or at least don't look at the screen, because this video is like the most flashing, fast cutting editing I've literally ever watched. These videos, get out for your safety. But they're very funny. I find his sense of humor to be very funny.
Limgrave, Kaled, Liurnia, Altus, Lanedale, Gelmir, Faramazula, Limgrave, whatever this place is, Nokron, Limgrave, I give up. These places and many more in the lands between were once ruled by the great Queen Marika. Before the world's messiest divorce, now America's treasure, source of all her power.
Also spoilers for
languishes in
Elden
the
Ring.
hands of the demigods, waiting to be claimed only by the strongest of champions. But that's kind of hard. This promise drove countless Tarnish to the Erd Tree in pursuit of horrors more terrifying than they could dare to imagine. These journeys are the pursuit of that treasure, the great Elden Ring.
From the open shore I will learn to fly, soaring past the great divide. Voices that surface seem to call out all the lies. Is it still a sin if I let the minutes they sail to calmer tide? I'll awaken what's asleep inside.
So that's what you're going to be in store for the next bit. I do love the editing though. It's super stylish, and the editing with the music is awesome, and the way that he does colorization on these scenes, it looks like such an easy game. I know, right? It's a simple game. It's a baby's game. But yeah, these videos are a lot. I heard that it takes him somewhere between 3 to 6 months to make one of them. But he also has them for Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. So potentially we could also watch those tonight if you guys are so inclined, given that we've been talking about Resident Evil and I just finished Devil May Cry. So yeah, anyway, it's a lot, but you know, it's fun. It's such a bop.
Last time on Elden Ring, our heroes emerged to find a world in ruins and a throne unclaimed. Alone, they braved Godric the Graphic's funny bouncy castle to perform some prosthetic surgery. Enrolled in Raya University with a major in family medicine.
Like if you, that wasn't a great here. We'll rewind it. If you're not like familiar, this might not be obvious, but like all of this magical effect has been tinted purple. Like he's doing that with a bunch of the effects in this, where he's like tinting the various like magic effects or the weapons or the anything glowing in completely different colors than they actually are in game, which just adds to the level of like, I can't believe he's spending the time to do this for something that's on screen for literally 1 second or less. But it's wild. I love how many cameos Maxwell puts in his video. Uber Danger, Iron Mouse. Yeah. Iron Mouse was in the last one, representing the Volcano Manor, praying to Satan, so to speak. It's crazy. Yeah.
Enrolled in Raya University with a major in family medicine, challenged the great hero Radon in a pitched battle to vaporize the eastern seaboard. Nothing of value was lost that day. Descended into Friedrich Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex and introduced him to the Bullet of 45. And finally, entered the golden capital of Lanedale to claim the Elden Throne.
Okay, I also want to say that I have had essentially zero exposure to Five Nights at Freddy's until I started watching the videos with Markiplier, and then I swear to God, almost every video that I've watched since then has been referencing Five Nights at Freddy's, like constantly, or Markiplier.
I fucking hate IKEA, but that's all in the past now, and you don't have to view it. My audio sounded like it was in a bathroom sink, so all you need to know is Skid Row is fucked up. Here is the plan. To enter the Erd Tree, we're going to need more firepower than American Recess, and that is where the Mount.
Bro, some of these jokes are wild. You're gonna need more firepower than a recess. Oh my
of death and destruction and fuck comes in. Compared to California, I would say this is an improvement. To reach these high peaks and mountainous menageries, our heroes must escape California and brave the Forbidden Lands, which is a task easier said than done. Hey guys, Maxor here. Welcome to the Lumiki dimension. I can overlay anything onto the screen. The fuckers built their boss fight inside Patrick's dream. So we head into the cleverly disguised hallway, and the only major problem we encounter is that the enemies are
too short to hit.
As an empath, I can sense that it's cold. You know what? I think it's time that we this is a normal difficulty boss. You know what? Fuck it. Let's skip this one.
I was gonna say it's time you run past this boss.
Yeah, this is definitely not foreshadowing anything.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the Funny Mountain, where the difficulty spikes harder than the elevation. Like, geologically, how does this happen? You know, you can tell it's going to be a great area when the first NPC you meet is absolutely off his perks. Wow, dude, you're just like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm fantastic at writing jokes. So we're here in the
Okay, I will say that if you have played Elden Ring, this is definitely the area where the enemies start hitting a lot harder and have a lot more hit points. And if you were barely scraping by before, you are going to have a very hard time. I do really like the environment in this area. I think that it's really well made, even if it doesn't really make geological sense. But there's so many of these vistas, like this one he's coming up onto, that's like this giant cliff ridge that's basically a saw, and it's just pits on either side. Fantastic.
Oh my god. This mountain is so beautiful. It makes me want to dive into it and stay there forever. Once upon a time, these mountains were an ancient battleground where giants dwelled among men. Now it's a modern battleground where ketamine dwells inside my blood. You know, this place looks really nice, but what did Mr. Krabs do to jellyfish fields? This is not how I imagine dragons. Radioactive. Well, I'm bored of this place.
Not the
It's just
Imagine
missing a little
Dragons
bit of
reference.
variety to the gameplay. You know, with its 3 dungeons. But
Okay, that one that he just showed, though, was the biggest bullshit dungeon in this area, where at the very end of it, you have to fight the stupid Godskin duo, 4 of them in a row without dying after going through this whole gauntlet of ghost wolves and shit. It's awful.
because FromSoft packaged their game with the ability to do this, he's so beautiful. We're going to be using this amazing mechanic to talk to you about energy drinks. That's right, GamerSupps made the mistake of sponsoring me, and they said, yes, you can make Elden Ring builds based on our flavors. This is a decision I will make them regret. All right, first on our list is Blowhole Blast. She looks very sad today.
Wait, hold on, we're gonna go back to that one. I was kind of in the way for this one. Are any of you the type of gamer that likes to make your characters look like hideous monstrosities, or do you try and make your characters look actually attractive? Because there's definitely merit to both, but you absolutely can't play a game like this and take it seriously at all when you look like this. I feel like the easiest way to make a monster like this is to just keep hitting make it similar, and then eventually it just drifts into something that is truly monstrous and subhuman. Holy shit. Turning GamerSupps into Elden Ring characters is inspired. Oh.
I can think of a pretty appropriate weapon for this build, honestly. Emotional damage. Damages you with how he fucking looks. Titty milk.
I actually have titty milk. It's a decent flavor. They claim it's blueberry, and that's a lie. There is no world in which titty milk is a blueberry. I don't understand how they decided that, but this is peak.
Why would you do this? Lots of strength on this guy. He was stung by a bee. Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. Got a big schnauzer on this one. Gonna be doing an arcane poison build. It really accentuates the flavor. My favorite one is definitely a code Maxor with a 0 for free shipping on GamerSupps samples. He gets to try energy drinks for free using the link in the description. Or he can use the code for 10% off GamerSupps purchases if he is watching the video late. My man's got a lot of stamina. Piss man, because all that water-soluble vitamin B12 has to go somewhere. My sink is so goddamn energized right now.
Me literally every hour of streaming.
Fuck. That's a big skeleton. I'm sure it's not indicative of any other video games. We have entered the fucking Calcium Carnival. This part of the game is very humorous. You know what? Fuck this boss. I got a cool plan for.
Also, the plan for this boss is to run away. Sweet six pack is best. Bricky's flavor. Ooh, I haven't tried that one. To be clear, also, this is him also summarizing his play through the game. So this is him editing all of his footage down from. Why are you 720p? Get out of disgusting. Ew. Get on 1080p. Get on my level. This is him editing all of his game footage into this video. So all of these times that he's dying and stuff is all actually just him dying, which I find at least endearing. That is a level of content creation that I don't think I could ever aspire to make this long of an edit for just one game. Like, good Christ.
This guy. It's time to put those wings to the goddamn test. I genuinely didn't know if that was possible. Bailiff.
Wait, what did he
Wagsballs.
do?
On the far side of the mountain, there's this funny castle. I think Miyazaki put these here to torture me. This is the part of the game that gets offended when you take damage, and there is a lot of damage to be taken. My favorite is the 13th annual Ghost Convention. Very packed venue we've got today. Zoinks, Scoob, I'm taking you to the shelter to get euthanized. Oh, you thought you.
Fun fact: you can actually prevent those ghost guys from spawning if there's these guys that are sitting in little trapeze things in that room that are screaming, and if you kill them, none of the ghosts show up. Just you know.
You could escape. Here we find one of the most bosses ever made. You know, if I can ever start fighting him. Hey there, guys. I'm back at the boss run. Oh, so we kill all.
Yeah, I cannot imagine doing this edit. It is truly staggering. Like it kind of hurts, but it hurts good. You know what I mean? It's beaming it straight into my brain.
His imaginary friends, and he doesn't take to that very kindly. Hey guys, it's me, Nameless King. I thought this was going to be a normal boss. With the frizz, no way. This man is known for having more damage than God. Hey there, guys, it's me.
Okay, maybe you need more hit points. I think that's also a common misconception in this game, is that a lot of players from past Souls games put about 40 into vigor because that's sort of the amount that you need in other games. But in this game, you need to have like 60 plus. And I think this is the part of the game where if you only capped it at 40, because that's what you do in other Souls games, you get slapped to absolute shit without realizing it, which is like not my favorite part, because I feel like putting 60 levels into basically a stat that is just not dying is it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite decision, but it is what it is.
Again, although I've got to give him credit for showing off great disability representation. From me, my game is disabled from beating this fucking boss. Man's using his wheelchair for a hit and run.
I love these boss montages that he does.
Fuck. Why did I do this to myself?
Whoa, wait, actually, I have no idea how he got that visual edit of like the zoom outs. I mean, maybe he's playing in PC, so he has it modded.
Hey there, buddy. Want to hear the lore about this church?
No.
No, thank you.
It all started with an ancient war between
They're doing 20 damage to each other.
That is why, Tarnished, you must ascend up the mountain and face the fire giant.
Wait a fucking second.
One of the most annoying bosses in this entire game.
So this is John Cena. I call him that because you can't fucking see him. I think they might have made him a little too big. We're gonna have to fight him on his own turf. Oh hell yeah, dude! Let's go fight the fire giant. This boss mostly attacks you with his garbage lid, you know, so he can take the fucking trash out. And that is a problem because, well, he's not holding it with his
I'm trash.
feet. So to beat this boss, I'm going to have to use my secret ability called post-cognition, which allows me to interpret events that have already happened. It appears that I should have dodged that. Fortunately, this boss has a weakness. It's called playing a mage build. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Wait. There were a lot of images that were just there. I need to see what that was. I mean, his weakness is breaking his leg thing, and then he takes a bunch of damage there. Legalize nuclear bombs. Okay, got it. Understood. Capital.
We love casting spells, but for the rest of us, we have to attack his really detailed feat. This is what Miyazaki intended. You can't laugh at it.
I don't think I've ever actually watched it break like
I'm sorry,
that.
man. I didn't know it would do that.
Fine then. If you want my legs so much, you can fucking have it.
That's not really what I meant. What the fuck is that? I think I broke him.
If only, Jesus. Oop. Yeah.
Welcome.
Also, the number of people that try and go down into the bottom of this, because it's super unclear that you're supposed to go around the edge of it and then just fall in and die, is a lot. There's a large number of people who do that. Also, hey Opt, how's it going? You know what? We're doing some reactions. We're gonna double down. So I'm gonna record this on stream and then edit it later. So that I don't have to take time to do both. That's how the professional YouTubers do it.
Come tarnished to the fire which will burn the Erd tree.
Great, so I can go in now, right?
No, of course not.
What?
Far beyond these mountains, in the ruins of ancient Oklahoma, there is a weapon capable of killing even the gods themselves. And for your journey to come to a close,
it's called
you must
methamphetamine.
brave these treacherous palisades, for within lies the shadow of Queen Marika and the rune of destined death.
Wait, why is it called that?
Why do you think?
Many reasons, actually.
Okay, that's enough for the rest of my life. Take my hand so I can melt myself. Fucking moron.
Wait, was that from No Man's Sky? I think it was.
For so long I have waited for this chance to one day commit arson.
Those crazy yanderes be like,
I have been with you every step of your journey, and it made me want to vaporize myself. In Minecraft. This is goodbye, Tarnished. I hope this world crushes your skull like a grape.
and then feeds your eyes to a blind girl and calls them grapes. Anybody who doesn't know, there's an entire subquest in this game where there's this blind girl that wants these grapes, and the grapes are all absolutely putrid eyeballs, and they drive her insane and towards the madness ending.
Hey guys, Maxor here. Today we're going to be visiting the, holy shit, it's so
Kansas
beautiful.
Prime.
I'm a genius. I think this is a hazard. Midwest Fur Fest is fucked up. Oh, got him. Wow, this shit is really neat. Just gotta walk through the obvious boss arena.
This one feels even
Put
more
this
like a
here.
music video
Why
than his
do they
last
hate
two.
me? When does the camera stop twerking? I'm gonna deal with it later. I'm just not thinking
It
about how
doesn't.
it covers the walls in spaghetti. Excuse me, I just forgot my souls. Welcome to the Australian afternoon. Where
That is one thing that I dislike in this game, is that a lot of the big monsters, the camera is just awful. With regular dragons, it's fine to sit in front of them because they'll lower their head and they'll do a lot of attacks that keep them fully in view. But with those wyvern things, like, their heads barely ever come down into a reasonable range. So if you sit back from them, you just get smashed over and over and over again with lightning attacks, which sucks. And it's just really hard to actually fight them that way, which means you have to get underneath them, which means that you can't see them, which is the worst way to play. So I don't know. I feel like they haven't quite figured that out. Same problem with the giant. Like, the only way to fight the giant is to get all up on his ankles. That's literally the intended way to do it, which means you literally can't see what he's doing 99% of the fight. It's truly awful. But anyway.
the difficulty spikes harder than the elevation. Look guys, even the magpies are here. They are just a blast to fight, honestly. Amazing. They really want my french fries. Dog, this shit look like a war zone. Why are there so many of them? Miyazaki, please. So after a quick detour,
Those birds are so irritating. They're not so bad if you're playing as a mage because you can seek onto them. But I swear to God, they're literally just designed to fly out of melee reach over and over and over and over again, and then screw up because the tracking will make you like swing at them as they're flying in circles and just completely miss. It's I don't understand why they put them in the game with that kind of movement pattern. It is infuriating.
we're at the Furry Pride Cemetery. We make our way into the church. You know, the one. Do you get the feeling that this game is just getting too good? Have you ever thought, what's the worst thing I could fight? Well, my friend, think no longer. Godskin Duo.
Godskin Duo is the only boss that I always summon for. There's some bosses I summon for sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, but every single time I play this game after the first time, I summoned on this boss because it's just such ass. And I also summon an NPC on it, partly because the NPC summon on this boss fight is really good. He's the guy from Volcano Manor with the giant Chungus hammer, which is like very fun. But this boss is such ass.
Hey guys, it's the Foreskin Brothers coming at you with another wacky vlogging video. This boss is a real krill issue, a real skull issue. From the developers, I consider this boss a personal slight and attempt to kill me via aneurysm. You know what? I think that 2 Godskins actually isn't hard enough. We can do better. What the fuck? What if I installed a mod that doubles the Godskin duo? And what if it wasn't the worst idea I've ever had in my life? That shit would be fucking crazy, honestly. Really wacky stuff from my imagination. I genuinely regret this. And even when
why would anyone ever do this?
Good luck. You're gonna.
Also, okay, does anybody actually know the quote-unquote intended way to deal with the rollout attack that this giant fat one does? Because I have never found a good way to deal with it in a lot of cases. Sometimes you can get it into a spiral where you run in a counter circle and you're basically just circling each other until it eventually runs out, but that's highly dependent on exactly where you are when it does it. And the other is to get it stuck on terrain, and neither of which feel like they're the thing you're supposed to do. Because otherwise it'll just hit you twice and do a shitload of damage. It's awful. I don't know what they were thinking for that one either. Speedrunner scripts stagger him before he starts doing it. I mean, that's based. Have I ever heard of the corrupted blood incident for World of Warcraft? I think so. Is that one of those things where there was something that was supposed to be a fun mechanic that spread like a disease, and then people did it to troll people, and then it was supposed to be a very temporary thing, and then they like spread it through the world? Because there was a similar thing in Guild Wars 1 where there was a really similar thing in Guild Wars 1 where there was something that only lasted for like one quest that gave you degen, but it could spread to other people. But the intention was obviously that you finish that quest after you took that. And then people intentionally broke it so that it stayed on them forever. And then they went to all the populated areas and it started spreading it to all of the other players. True peak comedy from the early 2000s. In some ways, I wish the developers were more willing to put in that kind of janky bullshit in games just because those stories are so funny. But I also understand why they don't. You know what I mean? Because like trolling is also super irritating, so nobody really wants to encourage it. But it was a debuff in a dungeon. They teleport. Yeah, yes, exactly. Teleported to town and spread it on purpose. Yes, it's the same gist of it as the Guild Wars version. They're both games. It was probably not that far apart in time either, because Guild Wars 1 was coming out contemporaneously with World of Warcraft.
Realize that you aren't fighting a Godskin duo. You're fighting a Godskin 3.5, or in my case, Godskin 14, because God is dead and we skinned him. Pull off your skin, there's a demon under there. Exiting the best boss in the entire game, we enter the rest of Fair Missoula. The rest of Fair Missoula, a cracked and crumbling landscape, once home to a thriving race of dragons. Unfortunately, though, it is still occupied by a thriving race of dragons. Because they're just so easy to miss.
Dragons used to live here. They still do, but they used to also. Yeah. I do love the aesthetic of Fair Missoula. I think it's a really cool concept. I just think that the wyverns are the worst designed dragons in the game, so that kind of brings it down a few points. But exploring it's very fun.
Waking up to slap my nuts. Awesome, guys. We got lightning fortification. I like it so much I'm going to keep it on my screen. Why does God forsake his creation?
Why is this giving me
It's me again. I'm back for the bird things.
Full House
So much
vibes.
fucking fun. I'm having. Fair Missoula is a land of many mysteries. Mysteries such as why? God. But to access the greatest mystery of them all, we're going to need to do some platforming. Making our way down the fun gameplay, we reach a random divot in the ground, which we're
Making
supposed
our
to
way
nap in.
downtown.
This prompts us to have a crazy fucking dream. What the fuck? A dream of what could have been if I didn't smoke crack. Then the storm expands to consume my earthly flesh, like in Fortnite.
May God take us all so similarly.
Shit, I was hoping that would kill me.
Also, the music choice in these videos are so good.
Up there. Welcome everyone to the most diabetic boss in the game. He's not really big in the whole movement thing. So
wait, why is he diabetic?
Dragonlord Parthenax screams at God to kill him instead. What a coincidence. I also scream at God to kill me. This is like half of his attacks. And if you're wondering what the other half is, it's piss. It's just piss. Come on, man. I don't even look like
it's just lasers. Lasers and fire.
That, he knocked all the bones out of my body. Don't worry. I managed to take care of his bones as well. It affects his ability to fire straight. This is the best shit I've ever done for a video. I don't know if you can dodge this one. Oh my fucking god, that was so cool. Legalized nuclear bombs. Following a 9-second engagement in my skin relocation, the boss decides that actually, no. Just no. What?
We're just gonna teleport over and over again.
The reaction bait. Thank you, Star Scourge Don. It's really enjoyable when the boss fucking fights me from a different dimension. I don't think Placiduous Axe is supposed to be doing this. He's loading right now. He can even use a laser to teleport me straight into the grave. His aim is really his aim is really fucked up without his bones.
Okay, so to be clear, I think he was modding it so that he was messing up with the messing with the physics on the boss, and so it completely changed the way that it aims. Once you beat the boss, you can actually get that like laser dragon breath spell as a spell, and it's very fun. It's not very effective, but it looks really cool. And isn't that what we're really here for at the end of the day anyway?
Wait a fucking second. We respawn back
second.
to the bird section when we die. That's great. That's awesome. 10 out of good.
Oh, he didn't get the other bonfire? Oh, God.
Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, there's a bonfire
All right,
literally
boys,
10
last
seconds
ocean
past that
violation.
boss
All
fight.
we gotta do is walk up to... There is no mercy in this world. This is my favorite boss in the game. I'm just gonna leave this one for later. He shot me through the fucking wall? Hey guys, welcome to the...
Okay, that is bullshit. When the enemies can still hit you through the fog gate, but you can't hit them back and you can't target them and you can't like... Yeah, that's pretty bad. I will say I really like this boss because much like some of the DLC bosses, he does not have a lot of hit points. So he hits hard, but you also hit him hard. And especially his phase 2 that looks really scary and he has crazy ninja attacks. A lot of the time, if you actually are right on his face, he literally will just miss you with a lot of his attacks. So it's almost like he's threatening you to make you want to back away, but it's actually easier if you just stay close to him because he just flat out misses you half the time.
The secret duo battle. It's really fun when he gets to play the game. Almost as fun as stoning people to death. And he's got about 15 ways to do it. Number 13, the Palestinian high five. This boss I do not consider very fast. I consider him bullshit, and a big part of that bullshit is the sheer fucking speed at which this man gives London handshakes. Bro, they made Bloodborne like 4 consoles ago. You gotta move on, buddy. Gaming in 2015 was fucked up. We've got a lot.
Wait, have you guys ever played any of those demakes? That's what he was showing right there. People will take a video game and then they will like make it in a much lower polygon and essentially simulate as though it came out several generations earlier. It's a really odd concept. I've never actually played one, but like, I don't know. It's not really my thing, but I kind of love that there's a dedicated niche community to quote unquote demakes. Yeah.
A lot of fun attacks with this guy, like rocks and
rocks.
Hey there, broski. How's the weather today? Why are the
Just
responses
kill
like
the
that?
horse guy.
So after a
Just
long
get
game
it over
of
with.
a normal-sized pit bull who clearly has not had enough preschoolers. Here you go, buddy. I'll fix that one right up for you. All right, class. Today we're going to choose the strongest. I decided to take this dog on a long walk behind the shed. He's going to a farm upstate.
Oh, fuck. There's a spider on my hand.
Got him. I love the voiceovers that he does too.
If destined death is truly thy longing, then claim it.
I mean, I'm a millennial. Of course I long for destined death. This boss is so cool, though.
I'm going
Aesthetically?
to fucking skin you alive.
Okay, so welcome to the evil shelter. I call it that because the dog euthanizes you. Malektuber and Seeds, the whack ape of meth, is quite the
Wait, what was that? I swear I saw Seattle in there. Hold on. Maybe I'm just... Oh, it's Malektuber. Okay, Malektuber and Seethe. Okay, Seethe does look like Seattle when it's only on screen for a quarter of a second.
Is quite
The whack ape of meth.
He is so fast, so aggressive, and so airborne that it makes me wonder, when do I get to play the game that I bought? You are literally fighting death right now, so if he kills you, you have to start a new character. Look, I don't make the rules around here, okay? I feel like most of this is just trying to hit him, ever, and the range on that sword means that he isn't going to share that issue. For lack of a better word, Malekith is an absolute beast, because not only do his attacks drain your health slowly and quickly, but they also reduce your natural lifespan, usually to a few seconds.
Yeah.
He also lowers your height to -6. All right, guys, so I figured out the bone remover works in cutscenes. I can't really tell if this makes the fight easier or harder. he's having some mobility issue. Where am I going? This is not a battle of attrition. We are not going to be low in healing, but we are going to be low in health. Malekith might be damaging, mobile, and especially aggressive. Please let me play the game now. But what he isn't is able to survive the base cannon. We can't outspace Malekith, and we certainly aren't going to outmaneuver him. But what we can do is outdance Malekith. I'm very good at it. And with the right
Not the
combination of
floss.
dodging, punishing, and staying uncomfortably close to the boss, you smell pretty good, Malekith. We just might be able to take this dog down. At least, that's the theory. In practice, it's easier said than done.
Jesus Christ, the edits on this. Wow, dude, timing every single one of those to the choir in the background. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of ominous crucifixes.
So are the Japanese. They love having media with that. It's so good. These videos are so wild.
The rune of death is
The rune
unbound,
of death.
and that is probably a bad thing. Now
That's
death is
probably
once
bad.
more a part of this world.
Dude, that guy is the ultimate gamer posture. Did you see how long that dude's neck was? Honestly, I think death is like probably for the better for most of the inhabitants of this world. I think that's in general kind of there we go. In general, I think that's a theme in the Souls games is a lot of them deal with infinite rebirth and how actually that's awful after not very long, and like being trapped in a world where nothing ever advances and you just sort of slowly zombify over and over again as you die is honestly actually horrible. So the good guy is the person that brings you the ability to die, basically. Love it. Love that.
A part of this world. Things definitely weren't dying before. I checked. Your destiny lies close at hand, Tarnished. Make the lands between whole again. Restore the Elden Ring. Also, how did you get here?
Nope, fuck that shit, I'm out. I've got a really important errands to do right now. Saving the world, you know, I can do it later. It's not going anywhere. You know, I've just been so busy lately. Hey there, Tarnished. Oh god, take me back. So,
You have time to
how's
do
your
the
love
rest of the
life
side
been?
quests in the game.
I have a girlfriend now. Puppets don't count. Listen, Tarnished, I pity you. A lot. So I'm letting you in on an opportunity. Is it human trafficking? Yes. Deep below our feet, on the shores of the blood swamp, the blood wet, there lies a kingdom for the rejected, the poor, and especially the incels. Like you. Together with the power of the great Imperial
Those who
Nicolette,
lack
which
bitches.
I kidnapped. You kidnapped a god. I had free candy. We will overthrow the Order of the Erd Tree and replace it with an order of pure blood. You know I set the tree on fire, right? That's not relevant right now. Consider this your formal invitation to Hustlers University. I'm gonna pass. No refunds. Wait, no, I didn't ask for that! He took my bones. Yeah, this place looks pretty safe to drink. Don't you want to try the jungle juice?
It's
really doesn't care
fine.
about the blood swamp. Okay, so we're here with the mesothelioma children. I think I'm entitled to some.
Wait. That was so fast I didn't read a single word of it. Yeah, okay. It's those mesothelioma ads that we get. Yes, exposure to asbestos, yada 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 yada. Okay, yeah.
I think I'm entitled to some financial compensation.
This is Maxor.
Oh shit, that one's doing a somersault. Bro, these things are fucking creepy. They hit me back with that fluoride stare. Mogwin Palace is the evil level. I can tell it's evil because of all the red and the blood. Now, I'm going to address the obvious here and say, yes, this is just like the end of Evangelion, but that isn't what makes this level terrifying. No, what makes this level terrifying is the...
These spinning bastards.
Hey,
no.
you. This
No, we just run past Skelly, man.
What the fuck is going on over here? Is that fucking Squidward? I think I installed the wrong bot. Hey.
Fun fact, up until very recently, there's a way that you could climb up in the rocks here and then basically jump through a hole in the world and then fall infinitely into an abyss. And if you fall far enough, you get far enough away from every enemy in the zone that it thinks that it despawns them, which kills them, which gives you their runes. And then you just warp back and then you keep all of their runes. And so you could power level by basically falling through the world over and over again. I'm pretty sure that they fixed it recently. With that being said, the second most effective way to farm runes is also in this area, but just by killing all of the Albinorics on the slope over there. It's super easy. Yeah.
Hey fellas, how's your hammer hanging? Oh my god, I'm not feeling comfortable right now. What? They've accepted me as their god. Why is there a merchant down here?
Greetings, traveler.
Hello,
You must be
traveler.
very tired after such a long journey.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Where did you even come from? Okay, bitch, let's fucking go. Please stop it. It is so dark in here. That's fucking illegal. No, I refuse to accept that. Oh, there's a chest up there. I don't need the item. I don't need the item. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I can see why.
It is a pretty good item, though. Yeah. I before he actually starts fighting this boss, I also hate this boss. This boss is like mostly fine, but he's just annoying enough with his AoE control and his like dots and his ranged attacks. I don't know. I never enjoyed fighting this boss.
Are you guys busy or something?
Nah. Is this Dark Souls 3 music? I think it is.
damn it, I was doing something in the blood dimension, brother. I do not have time to pound your boy pussy today.
Aha, you were busy. Also, what the fuck?
What's the matter?
Oh, is it also Godskin
Don't
duo
you
music?
support
Okay.
your love?
You are siblings.
And you are a little bitch, but I'm not fucking crying about it now, am I?
How do you even fuck that?
There's no need to worry, Tarnish.
You can fuck anything with enough courage and effort.
Here,
I'm totally gonna make a redeem out of that. You can fuck anything with enough courage and effort. I'm sure looking forward to that getting spammed
we are
later.
fighting
Don't worry
with,
about it.
Satan. They didn't even try to hide it. That makes up 2 on our list of biblical ne'er-do-wells. I go through a lot to make these jokes, okay? I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. And today we're going to be fighting the evil boss. I can tell he's evil because of all the incest and the pedophilia. Don't pay attention to the ominous rings and the scary music. It just means he likes you. As the Lord of Blood, Moog utilizes a variety of sanguine schemes, such as the flashbang, the blood force trauma, and the shower. It's the ultimate weapon against a gamer. But most importantly, Moog's main attack is removing the blood from your body and then throwing it back at you. Nice try, buddy. That shit's full of
And lighting it on fire.
By the way, this boss is weak to bleed damage because why not? Overall, Moog is a simple fight. In theory, which is great because I have a simple mind. Every single attack is fair and telegraphed, even if it's a little too telegraphed. And he certainly doesn't need to jump across the arena 7 times in a row. You can really tell I'm not mad about it, despite being punishing.
It's very funny because in this video, he's doing a lot of mod stuff that he didn't have in the first 2 videos, where he's adding in extra bosses and like changing the physics and stuff like that, basically for the sole purpose of making a joke, which is pretty fun, I will admit. It's definitely an interesting change, though. He actually even commented on his second video that basically, if you're coming into this series of videos and you came from the later videos, to be aware that they're very different. So I'm seeing what he's meaning. But yeah.
Moog is one of the best bosses in the entire game, although I think it could use a little bit more blood. Really haven't seen enough of that. Just be careful what you wish for. Okay, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck? How do you even dodge this?
Jesus Christ. Now it's time for the whole hidden area. Yeah, he probably is going to go do the Millennia fight first. That makes sense.
Left her homeland miles behind.
Fuck off, Squidward. This isn't what I meant by Squid Games.
The hunter she walks on the seacoast way with a path before her crash and the driftwood floats out.
I'm honestly shocked that this is still going.
It's the salt on my skin.
So, how big is this game supposed to be?
Very. This game is very big. Wait, Sea Dog?
Fuck
Wait,
yes.
Sea Dog VA as Moog? There's no way. Hold on. That's hilarious. Holy shit. Incredible. Incredible. I don't have tits on this here channel. Okay? I don't have that one. I don't have that one. We don't have that extension here. The Twitch system? Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, as in like the throwing system. Yeah, we don't have that. Oh shit, you put me in girl box? Oh my god, sir, listen. Listen, yeah, we don't have a Twitch integrated throwing system unless you meant some other thing, but those tits work. Well, you know, not my mod coming to the rescue and turning me into a girl. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Anyway, yeah, so that was one Maxor video. That was one Maxor video. He do be like that. Those videos are a lot. They're pretty fun though. They're crazy. Have I seen IW campaign? I don't know what that means. What is IW campaign? So no, the answer is no. I don't know what that means. I'm doing my part. Oh, Infinite Warfare? No, I haven't. I have been out of Call of Duty for like since 2 or whatever. It's been a long time. It's the Halo 2 of COD. Oh, I see. I did see I don't know which one it was from, but it was using like a wingsuit in multiplayer, and I think it was in Call of Duty. And it was just like this crazy dude flying on a wingsuit and then buzzing through an entire building on the side of a cliff face and out the other side of it. Oh, that's 2042. Ooh, is it? There might be another game though. Is it? Let's see. Infinite Warfare is COD in space, yeah. Ooh. I just Googled insane wingsuit kill, and then I got a whole bunch of things about lethal wingsuit incidents in real life, and I was like, oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, listen, Google, sorry. But yeah, it was very sick. And he like basically buzzed this entire building without hitting anything, and then came out the other side of it. Somebody shot him. He dipped out of wingsuit mode, and while he was falling through the air, he headshot the guy and then went back into wingsuit. It was listen, that was pretty insane. It was pretty cool, but also, you know, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not going to be trying that. It's way past those days for you, boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a quick break. We have ads starting on Twitch in just a second, so I think we will just be right back. All right, my girl Bach Redeem is still on. Okay. Well, listen, Twitch chat may be on an ad, but some of you can still hear me, and also YouTube is still here. Yeah. That was fun. That was good stuff. Have I played the DLC for DMC5? Virgil is Broken, and also the song Bury the Light is so good. I have not. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I was only kind of so-so on DMC5. I thought that I would enjoy it more than I did. It was fine, but yeah, it just like never really fully clicked for me, I think. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get around to the DLC or not. It's like, on the one hand, just like memeing around in it could be fun, but like on the other hand, like I don't know. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I want to see what she looks like in this room. Ooh, that lighting do look nice though. That lighting do look nice on this girl model though. Bow, bow, wow, wow. Yes, adds the blight of mankind, the curse upon the tarnished. Indeed, indeed. We have the advertisements on the twitch.tv. Disgusting. Bury the Light, his song is 9 minutes long. That's crazy. That is a crazy length of time for a single song. Like, holy. Oh. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back to the Bach. We're back to male Bach. The standard. The supreme. Boom. I kind of wish that I hadn't played God of War, you know, the recent one, and then Ragnarok. Cause like those would be really fun games to play on stream. I actually did. Ragnarok was one of the first games I played on stream all the way back when I was very first starting. So it was like super scuffed and shitty, and the capture was awful, and like I had my 3D model, and it was just like, you know, not great, but you got to start somewhere. But it's a shame that I can't play those two games on stream, because like that would be sick. Anyway, you sent the link in Discord. Yeah, I checked. It's an hour long. That's a real long video to watch live on stream. So like maybe I'll check it out off stream, but like, especially given that I want to / have to pause and give commentary, that would be like multiple hours worth, which would be real long. That would be real long. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anybody got anything short that would be funny to watch or anything like that? I could always just, you know, do some community or just like regular Marvel Rivals or Overwatch or something like that to chill for another like hour or two. You seen the new trailer for Devil May Cry Netflix? No, that's a great suggestion, because that's DMC Netflix trailer. Having now finally played, yeah, official trailer. Okay, perfect. Having now played DMC 5 at the very least, and like DMC 2 all the way back in the day, I've got at least a little bit of context for that.
This gentleman is your primary objective. He's a top-level threat. Engage him
Wait.
with the full brunt of your firepower.
Why does the voice dubbing on this sound like a fan dub? Am I the only one getting that? Like the way that the narrator is speaking sounds like when they're making a joke about, say, like SAO Abridged. They're like, listen, you must get him. You know what I mean? I don't know. That sounds wildly like a fan dub.
I work better with music.
Uh-oh. DMCA, here it comes.
Here we stand on the threshold of a new age. The age of the demon.
The copyright is gonna fuck me so hard.
Descend on this city, causing unimaginable death. Unless Dante comes.
I mean, probably.
First.
Me against an entire army. Sounds easy enough. Let's dance.
Yeah, damn, he's cool.
Damn, he's cool. Okay, but like, can Netflix take over Invincible? Because the animation on this looks incredible. I know people like to dunk on Invincible's animation, but like, it is pretty bad outside of like one episode per season. So far, this looks great, and I like that they're keeping the very silly tone of DMC. This is looking like a lot of fun right now, at least as far as I'm aware. What studio did the animation? I don't know. Hey, Raven Rider, how's it going? Wait, weren't you in here the other day?
I know better than to trust the demon. Death and destruction is the core of your nature.
I know all about demons' nature. I'm not one of them.
I like how I'm immediately like, she's so hot. Is that lady?
Just tear guys' clothes off.
This world's reckoning is already in motion. All you can do is ease its passing.
Wait. Did they have something that was literally made to look like it's 2D on a side? Like, okay, maybe it wasn't meant to look like this, but like the quality of CGI in this makes this look like an old DMC game instead of like actually a modern animation. Yeah, it's the same people who made Castlevania on Netflix. Okay, yeah, that tracks.
Dante, leaving so soon? We have much to catch up on, brother. Okay. April 3rd? Okay, I literally was commenting on this just the other day that Netflix, every time I'm about to say, fuck it, I haven't watched anything new on Netflix in ages, they always come out with something just as I'm like finger on the phone, or not phone, but like finger on my keyboard, ready to go in and cancel my subscription. They always come out with a season of something right when I'm about to, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch that, and then I don't. They have some sort of voodoo timing where they put it out just at the right frequency of based on my laziness. That looked a lot of fun. I hope it stays this edgy and campy. I'm sure it will. I mean, Netflix, that is the good thing about things like Netflix and Amazon, is that because they are primarily for adult audiences, and they're for adult audiences, and they don't have to worry about cable rules and those kinds of things, they are totally fine with having things that are like super cheesy, super campy, super gory, super edgy. Like, they don't have those kinds of problems with their services as long as they actually find success. And so, like, I don't know if it's the same team as Castlevania, but it looks similarly fun. Somebody on YouTube said that it is the same team, so that's good. Did I watch Castlevania? I watched the original Castlevania series, and I have not yet watched the Nocturne, which I do plan to watch, but I haven't watched Nocturne yet. But I did watch the original and quite enjoyed it. Silpha? Oh, Silpha's a babe. What, does that sound like The Weeknd? Could be. Yeah. That's original. The Castlevania series was really good. I bounced off of Nocturne, but I liked all 3 to 4 seasons of the OG. Yeah. Okay, well, I haven't really heard anything about Nocturne other than the fact that everybody was just jizzing themselves over the finale, which got spoiled for me on Twitter immediately, the final fight. But, I mean, it did look good. It looked really cool. It looked really cool. It looked really cool, so, you know, it's got that going for it. All right, let me check that out. Yeah, that was a great recommendation, the DMC trailer. Honestly, are there any trailers in general? Oh, there's also the like sequel to the Sister Leveling, Sister Leveling season 2. Apparently, the Solo Leveling abridged like Syscon parody. Dante is voiced by Nero's voice actor from DMC5. Oh, that's sick. I've watched the Minecraft trailer and I think it looks awful. I think it looks awful. Fair enough. I guess you're right. It is Brocon, not Syscon. I mean, I feel like the point is to make the audience thirst after the sister. But ooh, I haven't seen the new Silent Hill trailer. That's another good one. I didn't even know that there was one at first. I thought people were just talking about Silent Hill in general. Silent Hill trailer 2025. Is this what is this? I mean, I guess we'll find out. You're trying to give more attention to the game so they'll make a prequel? Well, I have bad news. I'm not going to get any attention to the game. I'm just a little guy. But that one's also pretty long. I might like watch it separately offline, but I think probably I'll stick to things that are either something that I already know that I will like or something that's a little bit shorter for on stream watching, because that one was also almost an hour, which is pretty long. Oh, let's see. Silent Hill trailer. We've got... This is what, 4 minutes?
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
I actually don't really know any of the lore for Silent Hill.
死んだんだよ。
It's funny because this actually doesn't give me Silent Hill vibes at all from what I know of Silent Hill. Also, there was an F there, but I was in the way.
いつまでも一緒にいたい。お友達は永遠じゃないのよ。
I feel like anytime you're saying, do you want to stay with them forever is like automatically ominous.
彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうかしっかりと判断しなさい。
Okay, now that the mist is rolling in, this looks like Silent Hill. Is this, am I incorrect in feeling like older Silent Hill was set in America, or is that just like a complete misconception? I feel like it was, but maybe not. These those like blood blossoms. Oh, that looks straight out of that Sekiro shrine. Silent Hill. Schoolgirl wanders into Sekiro.
Hinako, もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは、ここにいたって迷いがあるということなのね。
Pokemon are blocking the subtitles. Well, listen, learn Japanese, scrubs. I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。全部奪ったな。全部私から奪ったな。
Yeah, you take that to him. Give him that pipe. Silent Hill F? F?
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Okay. I don't think I would like crime reviews. Probably not. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. All right, we can check out that song. What was the song again? It was let's see. Devour the Sun. Devour the Sun. Villain. This one? The one from 3 weeks ago? Or is that the one we're talking about? Donut Operator would be the person to look at if you wanted to. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to be watching. Did you see the Bambi what the fuck is Bambi the Reckoning? Is that another one of those things where they take like a childhood or a childhood cartoon and then turn it into some edgy horror movie? Is that what that is? Because like they need to stop. They should stop that. Like that awful Winnie the Pooh movie. I can't wait for the DMCAs. They're coming for me, guys.
I was their shield, their silent blade, the fire that kept their demons away.
Ooh, we always love a female vocalist.
Ghost. And I was left to bear the cost. They whispered my name like it carried sin, turned their backs as the darkness crept in. Now the flame I held for their sake is the pyre.
This is very Dark Souls coded. And I'm here for that. Yeah, let's light it up.
A fate of a night that would swallow the sun in its wake. No longer their savior. I've torn off my crown. Let the ashes rise, let the heavens bow down. I'll scorch the skies, I'll drown the stars. Unleash the beast, erase the scars.
This kind of reminds me of Amelie. But like obviously a little bit more rock. It kind of slaps.
It howls with the voice of a wounded god, and together we'll crush the lives they load. The sun itself trembles in fear, its light fading as we draw near. We'll consume the day, devour the dawn, and dance on the ashes of what's long gone. They spoke of a darkness, a prophecy told of a rider who'd rise with a heart turned cold. No more lies, no more chains, no more fight. Let the world bow to eternal night.
Yes. Yes. This is this is good.
Unleash the beast, erase the scars. With every flame, my hunger grows. A void no fire or blood can close. The world The sun shatters in a molten screen. The world dissolves like a fleeting dream. I am the night, the endless void, a force of vengeance they can't avoid. I've scorched the skies, I've drowned the stars. Unleash the beast, erase the scars. With every flame, my hunger grows. A void no fire or blood can close. The world is ash and I stand alone. The child of ruin, the breaker of thrones. And in the dark where silence sings, I wear the crown of broken kings. The hunger still burns, it always will. For the void in my heart, no flame can fill.
Yeah, that was pretty great. That was a sick, let's see. With my friends, yeah. Dark Matter. Yeah. Pretty sick. Listen, we love our villain vibes here, you know? I don't remember I don't remember what oh yeah. Did you guys see that thing with Monarch with Amelie? Her newest song where she's like thirsting after a monster and she didn't know the sexual innuendo that one of her lyrics was in that song, and everybody on the internet was like, hello. Am I a Mari fan? Yeah, I like Mari. Part of it is, this is actually I only use this account for recording reactions and stuff. This isn't my like quote unquote real private YouTube account, but we react to some of the same videos, so she definitely shows up because of that. Yeah. Cows and cows and cows and cows. Anyway, don't check Discord. Bury the Light is a good one, but it's a bit long. I have heard it just because of other like people doing memes on it, you know? Also, I feel like that's a real, like that's like a real song, you know what I mean? I don't remember what made me think of it. Probably just VTubers and music in the first place, but Aethel. I was just thinking about Aethel's music and how like how wildly inappropriate it is, but also how goddamn funny it is, and how there's so many videos of VTubers like finally listening to Aethel's song on stream or songs, and like boy, do I want to watch Sister Leveling 2? Yeah, we could watch that. Yeah, I love Aethel's video, or like his songs. They're so fucking funny. Such hits as Country Loads. Let's see. Wait, Sister Leveling. Let's see. I'm sure it'll pop up here. That's that one. Yeah, Best of Song Yi. There we go. All right, chat. You're gonna just have to tell me. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about this character either. Haven't watched any. The only thing that I've watched from Solo Leveling is literally the Sister Leveling recaps. So you know what? We're just gonna dive right in.
I can't wait to see you again, Chinu.
God damn it. How did I get myself into this mess?
System, I can't believe I'm asking this, but what's the current age of consent? Huh?
Punishment activated.
Bruh. Wait. That said something about Diddy's assistant. Jesus Christ.
Mission. You must now face the consequences.
Huh? What the hell?
For your insubordination, you must now face the Demon Lord Pendrick, destroyer of...
This is one of those things that's like especially funny because of when it's coming out. And in a couple of years, if somebody goes back and watches this, they either aren't going to understand at all, or it's going to be a huge blast from the past. So to answer, no, this is not an incest show, but it is a meme edit of Solo Leveling. For that, it is not. It is a abridged series meme edit that is not at all reflective of like the actual show.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Well, if this is what it takes to get out of doing that mission, then so be it.
Ah, the bad CGI's returned.
I see dead people.
You want me to spy on your brother?
Just keep an eye on him. I have a feeling he might be talking to another hunter, so all you have to do is go on a raid with him and find out.
This is so dumb.
Also, to be clear, as an abridged show, all of this dubbing is dubbed over by other voice actors.
Why am I even doing this? I honestly don't even know what she sees in him. I see what she sees in him.
What the hell, Gino? I told you to get hunters. These look like homeless people.
These aren't homeless people. Say hello to our new strike squad.
Ugh. Did anyone have any fentanyl?
That's me.
A work in progress.
Hi.
That's me, the old bearded man drinking.
It's nice to meet you.
Gino, why did you recruit a 12-year-old?
I'm actually 16. I just skipped a few grades. But, 16 is the age of consent in Japan anyway, so, do you happen to be single?
Sorry, I don't talk to minors.
Would it be better if I said I was your sister?
What did you just say?
Nothing.
Jesus Christ. Listen, anytime that you're like, actually the age of consent is, you're already in the wrong. Don't even go there.
Hello?
Hey there, stepbro.
Jenna, did you change my ringtone?
Did you forget
The Sweet Home Alabama ringtone.
that today's my parent-teacher conference? I told my teacher that my daddy's coming.
Dad's been missing for like 10 years.
What do you mean? I saw you just last night.
Fucked up.
What?
If you don't come, there's a $100 fine. Holy shit, Ginu. Just when I thought you couldn't get more hot.
What are you talking about? I just got a haircut.
That's Jenna's dad? Can he be my dad too? Me too.
God, this place makes me uncomfortable.
Should I give Daddy a kiss before he leaves to talk to my teacher?
You even try it and I'll show you the new definition of the Shadow Realm.
Ooh, you promise? Oh, yes, punish me.
God damn it!
Holy shit.
So,
this one's
you must
way
be
more
Jenna's
unhinged than the first one.
Yes, for a $100 fine.
What was that?
Nothing.
Well, she's a great student, has a lot of friends, and from her homework I can tell she has a great relationship with her family, especially her stepbrother.
How so?
Well, she had to write an essay on the person that she loved the most, and she said,
The person I love the most is my stepbrother, because he has a big, thick, girthy
personality.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
I actually wanted to talk to you because there is a student that wants to be a hunter like you. Her name is Song Yi.
Song Yi.
I'm Song Yi. I'm actually 16.
Great.
New route available.
Huh? What the?
Wait. Daddy route, stepsister route, jail. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell is this?
Would you like to accept this route?
Ginu?
Huh?
Do you think you can do that for her?
Yeah, sure.
Jail route selected.
Wait, what? No!
Is something wrong?
No. I just think I made a minor mistake.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to bail out of this one since I'm watching this live and I can't decide if it's going to be... I don't know what its content is going to be ahead of time, so I can't watch it, like... Abort. Yeah, listen, I don't think I'm gonna go with the actual underage character route. That's not that's a fast track to the jail zone. Not, I mean, yeah. What is the show actually about? The show has absolutely none of this in it. It is a, what would you call it? It's like a power fantasy, like, it's not quite isekai, but they're like playing in a video game world or whatever. I've never actually watched the original show, but like, it doesn't have anything to do with this. This is just entirely like a made up abridged version of it that's completely making it about something else, just for like memes. I actually, yeah, remember Big Chungus. What is this? Wait, hold on. All right. Video game world is merged with the real world due to shenanigans, and this is a really dull power fantasy that does all the tropes. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't watched it. I've heard it's like fine, but I honestly don't even watch that many like action anime anymore because like I'm just kind of a lot of them I'm just kind of like over it. But what the fuck? Wait, this is the Tokyo Ghoul? What the fuck am I watching? Why is this like giving me like... You remember when there was like this entire meme circle around Shaggy being like the ultimate time traveler? What the fuck? Is this like a modern cursed version of the Ultimate Showdown? What the fuck is this? This is truly the most cursed thing I've watched. Check the date it was released. Somebody put like way too much effort into this shit post. Oh, also this music is probably also gonna get demonetized. Nothing demonetizes you faster than anime openings. Not the what do they call them? The Wii Mii's. Took me entirely too long before I figured that out. This reminds me of a song trilogy about Waluigi. Like, to me, it just reminds me of the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. You sent me a throwback? Let's go. Oh, those fingers are making me uncomfortable. Wow. It's a trilogy about Waluigi beating up the Smash Bros. Cast like it's nothing. Why all the Uno stuff? I mean, it's all memes, right? Like, the Shrek is love, Shrek is life. There's like Yoda with Obama's face, the Shaggy memes, like the Infinity Gauntlet memes, Big Chungus. Like, literally everything in this is memes. So, like, the Uno Reverso memes also fit. Also, just the AMV music of Tokyo Ghoul. I played and ranked every WarioWare game. Wait, hold on. Okay, 3 years ago? That isn't that long ago. I was expecting you to tell me that this was like a 10-year-old video or something. I guess it wouldn't be 10 years old because like Thanos would have pegged it square in like early 20 or late 20 teens rather. They got actual rapper to sing the original music. Incredible. Incredible. Wait, Newgrounds Portal. Oh my god, Newgrounds Portal in general is a blast from the past. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, that's really loud. Holy shit. I assume this is only going to go absolutely apeshit as it goes on. It's so weird that I can't tell like how long this goes. I'm trying to figure out when this was published. Not the angel force pushing people. Early double O's. Yeah, that sounds better. Oh my god, that's still loud. Jesus Christ. I need to put a compressor on my YouTube capture. How long is this opt? Okay. That's the end. Okay. I was about to say, knowing Newgrounds, this could have easily been something that was like continued going on and on and on. Wait, hold on. There's 1,590 pages. Oh yeah. Look at this. Fresh comments from the original first comment in July 25th, 2002. 23-year-old and internet memes. Holy shit. Back in the day, Newgrounds used to be like such a huge deal for animation and little like flash games, and like everybody would play this shit in class. They would play either these or they would play like actual games that were all uploaded here. And there were like all these old, there were so many like fighting animations that happened. Like for some reason, I don't even really know why. Like the whole stick fighting, it's got a Flash game spinoff at some point. That's why I found out about it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, man, the ancient internet. Hello. There's like 9 sequels. Oh my god. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, right? That like he got really good. That does happen, you know. The people that just do the hobby for years and years and years are like, yeah. Okay. You have a question? Okay, what's your question? Put on a little bit of BGM here. How old do you have to be to stream? Honestly, I don't know, but I would recommend not streaming as a minor. I think technically Twitch's TOS lets you be on there when you're not, when you are a minor, but like in theory, but I would not recommend it. It is, generally speaking, an adult audience and or group of people, and there are all sorts of dangerous things that can happen if minors are engaging in conversations with adults on the internet. I got a 12-year-old video. Wait, 12-year older video in Discord. Yeah. Ancient lore, but yeah, a video that is from 15 years ago, not a 12-year-old video. Well, I mean it is, but ancient videos. Yeah, Sapphire, how's it going? We've been watching stuff from the ancient internet. You're supposed to be 13 to be on Twitch, period, by TOS. Yes, that is true. Although actually streaming, you might actually have to be older, which I would again recommend. I would not recommend streaming as a minor. It's kind of dangerous. Time needs to go slower because things are going by way too fast. I know. What was it? There was something that I was I was talking earlier about Twitch Plays Pokemon and how there was like how I had to explain it to chat, and then I looked up when it came out, and it came out 11 years ago. It came out 11 years ago, and I was like, no, nor. Not like this. Don't make me feel so ancient. Holy shit. I refuse to believe 2040 is closer than you think. Yeah, it's in 15 years, baby. Nor. Yeah, I lived through Twitch Plays Pokemon 11 years ago. No. Nor, not like this. I think I've had enough reactions for the moment. I think I might close out and play just like a few rounds of some video games. The ancient ones, I know, right? Yeah, if you are a minor and you retain an audience, it's for the wrong reasons. You know, your vampire ancient is kind of implied. Exactly. You know, I'm ancient. An ancient being. But, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna play some Overwatch or Rivals. Does anybody in chat have a preference? You're getting bit by a cat? Well, I don't know. Listen to it. Look how much Pokemon movies have come out. Oh, I know. I mean, like, there's gotta be at least a dozen, right? I feel like at this point. It's been so long. Like, I got called ancient at 24. I mean, Rivals. All right. I think most votes are for Rivals because, like, just in general, it's Overwatch is old. Oh my god, I was still recording. That's crazy. I gotta stop that one. Yeah, we can play some Rivals. Play a few games of Marvel Rivals here. We're just closing out the night with some Rivals. Marvel Rivals. Also, we've got Spider-Punk coming in soon, which means that there's gonna be even more Spider-Man players. Good God. These fucking goblins just like gang banging me from behind? No. You think NetEase knew exactly what they were doing with the female character models in Rivals? Of course I think they knew exactly what they were doing. Of course I think they knew what they were doing. There's no way you sculpt asses that perfect and not know that you're like gooner baiting. Like, just full stop. Just full stop. Oh, wait, this is that bullshit. Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. We're gonna stop. Confirm. I have to look into this. There was this bug that I had the other day. Hold on. Marvel Rivals looping on open. Stuck in launcher loop. Play energy. Optimize. Got any good controller game recommendations? That depends on what type of games you like. I would, of course, recommend any like Souls game. Am I gonna get stuck in this loop again after I closed it? Oh, no, we're fine. Okay, it's fine. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter would be a good one if you're into Monster Hunter. Any Souls game, the God of War games, as in like the two most recent, Ragnarok and then just God of War 2018 or whatever it was. Both fantastic. Also, the new Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, both fantastic controller games. Do I play with Steam? Yes, I do play with Steam. What did I think of Dragon Marked for Death? Wait, which one was Dragon Marked for Death? Personally, I don't really like doing first-person shooters with a controller if I can at all help it. The one with the dragon arm? You died. Let me check this. Heal as people. Take damage as people. Okay, so we'll do like a round with. We'll do like a round with Loki. Nope, just kidding. Wait, do I? Oh, I don't have any. Okay. It's a 2D pixel fighting game. Haven't played it. Your console can't run Marvel Rivals? Wait, what console are you on? Wait, still rocking an Xbox One? Oh yeah, that is pretty ancient. That is pretty ancient. Not much to say about that one. I think I saw a Dragon Marked for Death at PAX one year. It seemed neat. Dude, you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked how like badly optimized this game is. Oh, we can turn on the mood lighting. Get me really in the scene, you know?
Anyone want order when they could enjoy chaos?
Well, yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. I'm on a SNES. Yeah, let's go, baby. Good old Super Nintendo. That was my first console. I actually forget if my first console was a Super Nintendo or a original Game Boy. I had both, but I can't remember which one I had first. Let's go like here and here. The Red Ring of Death. Oh my god, I had 3 Red Rings of Death. 2 of which got replaced like under warranty, and then eventually they were just like, no, we're not gonna do that. And I'm like, well, fuck you very much then. See, you just gotta stand like a bot and they'll just think that you are the bot. You just shoot in a straight line, you know? Well, hella, maybe you should have looked somewhere else. Okay, you guys are so deep in there right now. That's actually fucking nuts right now. You should not be there. My brother in Christ, please. Oh my God, okay. Woo! Lord almighty. Oh shit! Oh, you guys are hosed. Damn. Yeah, this is like, oh my God, I'm still 10 hit points? Fuck me. I actually don't know where the health packs are on this map. Oh. There we go, found one. Yeah, so one of my favorite classes in, like, in general. Oh my God. Oh, okay, you're fine. You're, okay, brother. One of my favorite classes that was like ever in a game in general was a class called Mesmer that was all about like illusions, and they were all about like confusing your enemies by, oh my God. Oh, I wish that this game did this a little bit better. Oh, hey, Jeff, what's up? Okay, all right, chill. Chill. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry. The other thing, like, just in general, people underestimate how much Loki gets advantage out of just multiple clones hitting the same target, both for damage and for healing. And so like people will not attack the clones. Did I get him? Whoop, whoop. There we go. Sorry. We're leaving. We're fine.
Your powers are mine!
It's clobbering time! Okay, listen. Clobbering time didn't go very well. Yeah, Guild Wars 2. That's right, baby. My favorite handheld? I mean, I think that like the 3DS was, I mean, honestly, probably the original DS, just because there were so many cool games that used the stylus in interesting ways. And then they kind of just stopped paying attention to it. You know what I mean?
That's much better.
Oh, ma'am, you gotta get out of there. I don't know where you're going, but you're in the wrong place. God of War PSP? Yeah. PSP is like one of those consoles that just was unfortunate because it just like didn't get enough market share. Yeah. When it like honestly deserved it. It was a great console. I don't even know if you can heal her when she's like that. Wait, hello? Ah, dude, she keeps dying. These guys keep like dying while they're midair. It's really a problem for me. No, you didn't. I was trying to swap. They're gonna get it. I saw someone with a Steam Deck for the first time yesterday. Oh, Steam Decks are cool. I mean, they're basically like, what if we had a Switch, but it was actually capable of running games? It is honest, like, it actually makes me kind of upset how long the Switch has gone without getting a Switch 2. Like, the fact that they're still releasing all of their games in like 720, 30 FPS is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Whoop. Shit. I should have just switched with somebody. Where's my other... Oh, God. The problem is we don't have a good healing ult. Like, I guess I could steal... Well, no. Neither of them have good healing ults either. All right, I guess nobody has a good healing ult. Coming back to chat to patch Switch? Yeah, exactly.
The more the merrier.
Bow, bow.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
All these stray grenades are like such a problem. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Storm. This is the thing. I do not like games that have dailies and things like that that require you to play specific characters. Granted, they let you play a couple different choices in this game, but it's like it just encourages people to play characters that they suck with for a daily, and I just don't really like that game design at all. Yeah, I see you, brother. I see you.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Your powers are mine! It's clobbering time!
How is nobody following up on this? Please, my brothers in Christ. It is very funny to me that Switch allows like sussy games on it, considering Nintendo's sort of sterling reputation about being a family company. And then they're like, also big titty anime waifu though, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. We're still fucked.
They hit a checkpoint.
Okay.
Might be a good time to stop them.
I don't. Wait, they're actually gonna let me get away with that? That's silly. That is silly. Okay. Hitting the lifetime cap on daily achievements was so freeing because I didn't have to do that crap anymore. I don't think I ever hit the lifetime cap. I mean, maybe I did, but. Imagine if I could play a healer that I was good with, though. We might actually be winning right now.
I outnumber you.
Where are you going, brother? Okay. You know what? You're on your own for healing. What are you doing? Oh shit! That's not okay. That was not where I tried to go. I thought I placed on down and then teleported to it. I teleported backwards. Oh my god. Why is this stupid squirrel girl giving us so much trouble? She's not even a good DPS. Like, yeah? You know what? We're living with that. We're actually like so close. We keep almost stopping them, and then they just like get the point at the last second. Fuck you. Seriously? Seriously? Oh. Okay, that Spider-Man ult was crazy though.
You needed some help. Down to 30 seconds. Shields up.
I have many faces.
Woo! Fucking Storm ult. I'm so tired of those ults. Her and Johnny Storm both have insanely annoying ults. Got my ult again though. Okay. All right.
He stopped them in their tracks. The final 10 seconds. Your powers are mine. Hell unleashed.
I've literally never been this character. This is my first time playing her. Wait, her ult is actually that. Oh my god. It always seemed busted. I also don't know what any of her abilities do. Okay. All right, team. I need you to suck it up and actually kill him. Oh, but don't let me die. Bro, I'm trying so hard. We're actually gonna lose this. I can feel it. I can actually feel how they're going to like take this from us. Please kill them. They're all so low. Yeah, there we go. There we go. A little bit of flanky panky. Oh my god, we actually got an ace? That's crazy. Wait, was there somebody on that team named Poontang Master? That's crazy. You can't say that on Twitch. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take another bio break. It's been yet another hour and I've drank another liter of fluids. Incredible. Okay, so actually, we played literally one game. I'm going to call it for the night. Something came up IRL. It's not a problem, but something that I would like to attend to that is somewhat time sensitive. So we're just gonna call it early here this evening. Thank you for, I'm gonna turn this off. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys had fun. We were just chilling, and we'll be back on Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. So 4 hours earlier, and we're gonna be playing some of the new Assassin's Creed game to see if it's actually as bad as everybody says. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. But you know, you gotta get a chance, especially when it's like a action adventure game, and that's kind of my entire jam. You know, you gotta see what's up. Okay, let's see real quick here. The way that Twitch thinks that there's only 5 people here when I can see on the bottom of my screen that there's like 12. Incredible. It's probably because of the ad. Okay. Oh my God. Booberry is playing Another Crab's Treasure. Let's fucking go. I love that game. We're gonna raid her tonight. And also to YouTube. Goodbye. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.